This tip is the one tip that I would go back and tell my 22-year-old self while I was getting into sales, and it would help me immensely. This tip is about A/B split testing everything you do. And I mean that. Because look, early in my career, I did a ton of activity. I mean, I made $400 a week, right? For 5 years of my life. But it was a pure numbers game. I was 400, calls, got me 8 meetings a month, got me 4 proposals, got me 2 pieces of closed business as an average deal size of $3,500. And I just ran that. I made my ears bleed, and I could have been so much more effective if I had focused on split testing. When I say that, I mean A/B split test. Come up with an issue that you're trying to address and come up with 2 different approaches to that. And then try it this way and then try it that way and see which one works better. For instance, if I'm calling into CIOs in healthcare, I'm going to come up with 2 different messages that speak to CIOs in healthcare that I think will work. And I'm going to make 20 phone calls with this approach and then 20 phone calls with that approach and see which one yields a higher response rate. Or say I have one email that can go out to 50 people because they all kind of fit a similar profile. Fine, send the same body of that email to all 50, but break it up into 25 and 25 and change the subject line. See which one gets you a higher open rate. Introductions over the phone. You can do this. Say you're making cold calls. How you introduce yourself matters. Literally how you say hello. And there's ways you can do that. There's different techniques. One of them is that I use is, hi, can I get 30 seconds of your time to tell you why I'm calling before you hang up on me? Like that's an intro. Or you could put your name in there. Hi, this is John Barrows with JB Sales. Can I get 30 seconds to tell you why I'm calling before you hang up on me? That's one approach. So in the morning, I'm going to do that. I'm going to see if I can just get through if they give me those 30 seconds. Now in the afternoon, I'm going to try a different approach. I'm going to say, hey, this is John Barrows from JB Sales. Are you familiar with us? The reason I like that one is because you can go either way, right? Oh, you are familiar with us? Oh, you probably just know us for the prospecting stuff. Do you also know we also do negotiations, objection handling, that type of thing as well? Or if they say no, oh, well, great. The reason I'm calling is because, right? So now in the morning, I'm going to say 30 seconds. In the afternoon, I'm going to say, do you know who we are? And I'm going to test it at the end of the day and see which one gave me a better result. Sales is a brutal profession. What made it tolerable in the past was that we used to be able to go into the office and be around the bullpen. So when you were having a bad day, you could actually turn next to your partner and say, hey man, you want to grab a drink? A lot of that is limited now with this virtual environment and where we are, and a lot of now just working from home. Not only will split testing help us figure things out, right? Because if you made 50 dials in a day, for instance, and you got no meetings, that's a terrible day. But if you made 50 dials and you made 25 dials with this approach and 25 dials with this approach, and you still got no meetings, to me, that's not a bad day because you just figured out 2 approaches that won't work. So like I said, not only is it going to help you figure out what works a lot faster, but it's going to help you stay motivated. Because if you can learn something every day and say, I learned something, you'll get through it and you'll get better on the other side. So think about all different things that you can split test, questions you can ask, introductions over the phone, emails, tweak. Always be trying to get a little bit better. Because if you do the same thing over and over again, you know what that leads to? Split test. Make it happen.